welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, just off Route 66. In fact, I'm just not too far standing from it. But I am in Duarte, California, in front of a site of a restaurant that no longer exists. But the local historical society was very nice enough to put a historical marker here. And as you can see, it has been redeveloped, but I will tell you the history about what formerly stood on this site, so here we go. All right, so somewhere on this property in front of us once stood the Trails Restaurant. It was a very popular steakhouse, and it existed for 50 years. 1952, as a matter of fact, to 2002, so that would be 20 years ago. It has not stood here. But here's what the historical text says. All right, so the Trails Restaurant started small but vigorous in 1952 on riverbank land acquired in unincorporated territory along a two-lane road known as Route 66. A welcome stop for travelers, the steakhouse earned a reputation for its hefty portions, thick soups, crusty cheese bread, and lounge entertainment. I'm already getting hungry reading this. When travelers abandoned Route 66 for the new faster freeways, the Trails relied on loyal local patrons. 2 LLs, okay. Unexpectedly in 2001, owners Edith Brothers and Robert Basha announced the closing of their 50-year venture, claiming it to be a financial burden. Despite pleas by preservationists and Route 66 buffs, the assets were sold at auction and the structure demolished in 2002, paving the way for a housing development. And this was sponsored by the Bowden Development Incorporated and Duarte Historical Society. And again, I think it was very nice that they put something here. So I was just coming from the Madonna of the Trail statue, and that's like 17 miles away. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to find, I mean, there are a few notable places, but like that Golden Spur restaurant and plus the Hat restaurant, but not many historical markers on Route 66. I wish there were more. However, next time I do this journey, I want to, a lot of these suburbs do pay tribute to Route 66, so I'm definitely going to focus more on that. So going back to the Trails Restaurant, okay, so it's 2022 as I'm doing this video, and as you can see, these are big housing developments. It's very hard to imagine that at one point in time a steakhouse with a, I mean, I don't know how big it was. I'm sure I can find a picture somewhere on the internet. I was trying to do more research relating about it, but unfortunately I was not able to dig up that much information. And as my friend Adventure Vin was pointing out, he's right over there. He didn't know anything about this, but this is a very busy stretch of Route 66 as we're headed into Pasadena. So that's about all I have for you guys as far as the Trails Restaurant. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I know this is kind of a short episode. I'm no stranger to those, but again, there wasn't really much to say about the old Trails Restaurant, or I'm sorry, the Trails Restaurant. So here I am in front of the old site, the restaurant that no longer exists anymore. If you have any memories of that place, I'd like to hear them, see them in the comments. So if you have been there before, then I'd love to hear your stories, or what was your most famous dish there. All right, I am Jason, Duarte, California, signing off.